Hello, friends. Welcome to Dewdrops Kids TV, where we share amazing Bible stories, moral lessons, and fun adventures.
Have you ever heard a story about someone doing a complete 180-degree turn in their life? I'm talking about someone who goes from being the biggest hater to the biggest fan. Well, today we are diving into one of the most dramatic transformation stories ever told, the story of a man named Saul. Now, Saul wasn't just some guy with a bad attitude. He was on a mission. Imagine this, a man absolutely convinced he's doing the right thing, breathing threats and murder. His target, the very first followers of Jesus. He wasn't just arguing with them on the internet. He was actively hunting them down, getting official letters to go from city to city, arresting them, and throwing them into prison. His passion was fueled by a fierce belief that he was defending his faith. He was zealous, he was powerful, and he was feared. His next stop was Damascus. He was traveling on that road, probably feeling pretty confident, with his letters of arrest in hand, ready to continue his crusade. He and his companions were getting close to the city. But then, something happened that nobody could have predicted. Suddenly, around noon, a light from heaven brighter than the sun flashed all around him. It was so intense that Saul and everyone with him fell to the ground. In that blinding moment, Saul heard a voice. But it wasn't a voice he recognized. It was a voice speaking directly to him, asking a question that would change everything. Saul, why are you persecuting me? Think about that for a second. Saul was persecuting people, not a divine being. Confused and probably terrified, lying on the ground, he asked, "Who are you, Lord?" The voice replied, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting." Imagine the shock. The very person he thought he was opposing in the name of God was now speaking to him from heaven. The one whose followers he was hunting was identifying with them so closely that persecuting them was persecuting him. The voice continued, telling Saul to get up and go into the city, where he would be told what to do next. When Saul stood up, he found he couldn't see. The brilliant light had left him completely blind. His companions, who had heard the sound but hadn't understood the words, had to lead him by the hand into Damascus. The man who had entered the road with such authority and purpose was now helpless, being led like a child. For 3 days, Saul was in Damascus, completely blind, and in those 3 days, he didn't eat or drink anything. Can you imagine what was going through his mind? Everything he thought he knew, everything he had built his life on, was turned upside down. His entire identity was shattered. He was in darkness, both physically and spiritually, forced to confront the reality of who Jesus truly was. Meanwhile, in Damascus, there was a believer named Ananias. God came to him in a vision and told him to go find Saul. Ananias was, understandably, terrified. He said, "Lord, I've heard all about this man and the terrible things he's done to your people in Jerusalem. He's here with authority to arrest us all." But God reassured him, explaining that Saul was his chosen instrument to carry his name to the world, to kings, to nations, and to his own people. So Ananias, trusting God, went and found Saul. He laid his hands on him and said that Jesus, the one who appeared to him on the road, had sent him so that Saul could see again and be filled with the Holy Spirit. Instantly, something like scales fell from Saul's eyes, and he could see. The first thing he saw with his new sight was the face of a man he had come to arrest. Saul got up and was baptized. His physical sight was restored, but more importantly, he had gained spiritual sight. And what did he do next? He didn't hide. He didn't run away. He immediately began to preach in the synagogues that Jesus is the Son of God. The very man who came to arrest Christians was now boldly proclaiming the message he once tried to destroy. People were astonished, asking, "Isn't this the man who caused so much havoc?" This story is incredible because it shows that no one is beyond change. Saul, who later became known as the Apostle Paul, went from being the greatest enemy of the early church to its greatest missionary, writing a huge portion of the New Testament. His life is a powerful testament to the idea that a single moment, a single encounter, can redefine a person's entire existence. It's a story of radical grace and transformation. What do you think about this story? Let me know in the comments below. It's a reminder that sometimes the biggest changes come from the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.